Welcome to the Minack Theatre. It is about 11 minutes past 8 on a beautiful Saturday morning, and we are waiting for the start of the Mud Crew Arc 50, the 50-mile race that is the second half of the Arc of Attrition 100-mile race. They start here at the incredible Minack Theatre. Check this out. This is a man-made structure, man-made theatre built in 1932, or around about 1932, by one woman all on her own. Rowena Cade built this place. The problem we have here today is that the telephone signal, the mobile signal, will not be great if I start going down into the bowels of the theatre. We could try it, but I fear that we might come a cropper. So I'm just up here for the time being, and what I might do is I might try wandering down and chatting to some people, but if the signal goes bad, we'll have to come back up here where we've got a pretty decent signal. So apologies, and I know that we missed Land's End last night because there was no signal. I do have a video of some runners coming into Land's End last night, so I'm going to try and upload that when I get a fast upload signal from somewhere, which will probably be back at Porthcurno at the finish line. So yeah, we missed that. There's a couple of other places that we've wanted to film at that we didn't get to, or we didn't get to because there wasn't a signal there. So we have luckily got something of a signal here. I don't want to risk it too much, but this view is incredible, and we are about to see, hopefully, over there, the sun come up above the clouds.
What are you doing up there?
And Andy is shouting.
15 minutes, the race starts.
So the race starts from down. The race starts from down at the bottom there, and Andy is calling everybody down to the start line. 15 minutes to go to the start of the race. He's going to do a race briefing, obviously. I would love to go down and interview some runners. Oh, excuse me. I would love to go down and interview some runners. I'm just a little bit worried that I won't have any kind of signal. I guess what we could do is we could try. So bear with me. What we'll do, if you're watching now, I will take the camera down to the start. I'll keep an eye on the signal strength. If it goes bad, bear with me. I'll just come back up here where we know we've got a good signal, and hopefully we'll reconnect and it'll be fine. Okay, so don't panic if it goes all horribly wrong. But I am gonna take the camera now down to the start line. Well, that didn't work. So we're staying up here. The sun is out. It is going to be stunning up here. Fingers crossed we can keep this signal, because the minute I moved, it dropped. So hopefully we'll be all right. We'll just stay here. The runners are all the way down there, look.
Quick as you like, guys. Make your way down. None of you are having an advantage of being halfway up the steps. We're all starting down here.
Yeah, so if you didn't hear me, we are not going down. I can't take the camera down there. It's just not going to work. So we've got a good signal up here. I'm going to stay here. Unfortunately, it means we can't interview any runners. I can't talk to any runners, so we'll just have to wait until we get somewhere else on the course where we can interview runners. We are just going to have to watch from here. But let's face it, there is not much of a better view than this morning. Look at that beautiful sunrise now.
We've got a few things to go through.
It's really fragile, it just keeps ducking out.
Is runner 631 Claire Searle here or not? 631, no runner, 631.
So that rocky headland over there, that's known as Logan Rock. This is the cafe at the Minack Theatre. When we do the 100-mile race, I normally come through, well, everyone comes through here in the pitch black, so we do not get to see any of this beautiful scenery. Andy is calling everybody down. He needs to do a quick race briefing, I think, before the race starts. If I'm honest, I don't know where they run to. I think they must come up the steps here somewhere, but where exactly, I don't know.
Right, welcome to the Arc of Attrition 50. I could say it went smoothly last night, but I'd be lying. It was carnage. We're pretty sure we'll run over our 50% DNF rate usual, so it's going to be well turned up out there, but got places to have a race start, so I'm going to keep this really brief. Just two things to remember. When the countdown, you'll have a 10, 10, 9, 8 countdown, two sets of steps up there and up the side. If you're one of the faster runners, I would suggest you get near the start of the steps in the right pitch point. So you're going to get stuck a little bit going up the steps. Both sides, clear off out, you've got 50 miles to overtake. Alright, don't worry about it. Okay? All I'm saying is if you're one of the faster runners, not you, Will Penrose, you'll be at the back. Jamie might be there. Yeah, Jamie might be at the front, but not you. Yeah, if you're one of the faster runners, just, you know what I'm saying.
If you're just joining us, this is the Arc 50 live start from the Minack Theatre. We're in Porthcurno, Porthcurno Bay.
We'll be going off in 8 minutes, so
8 minutes to start.
We're going off in 8 minutes. Enjoy the view, enjoy the race. One thing, It's a sport. Look after each other. If you see somebody in trouble, 50 miles is tough, and it's a bloody tough course, I can tell you. So if you haven't done it before, you don't know it, yeah, enjoy it. But it ain't easy. But look after each other. If you see somebody in trouble, look after them, okay? You've all had your race spree. Right, enjoy.
Right, so that's Andy's brief chat at the beginning.
Minack and the Attrition 50.
We are right up here because we do not have a good phone signal down at the bottom there. We have to stay up here, which is a shame because we can't interview any runners, but we will be out on the course, hopefully around about St Ives or Hale Way. We will be in the on the course route, and we will chat to runners as they pass us, or say hello at least, and then we're going to go to the finish line for the finishes of the 100 and the Arc of Attrition. Any minute now, the leader of the 100 should finish the race, and it was a choice between going to the finish of the 100 or the start of the 50, and we all chose the start of the 50. So we're sorry, Steve Wyatt or Ashley Scott, whoever wins the Arc of Attrition this year, but we are here instead. But I hope you enjoy it. Look, there's the view. Logan Rock and Porthcurno Bay in Cornwall, and the beautiful sunrise on this Saturday morning at Minack Theatre. And if your runner is down there, they are going to have a superb start, at least, to this race. Whether the weather turns or not later, we don't know, but at the moment it's not due to rain until tonight, so maybe the slower runners might catch some rain later on. So Andy's just saying you are going to get wet later. And my video is going to get copyright striked, isn't it? Because of all this copyrighted music that's being played. 5 minutes to start. See the waves crashing on the rocks there. Absolutely beautiful here, isn't it? I've never seen this in the daylight, apart from on TV. So I've been here plenty of times, but usually running the Arc of Attrition and in the dark. And can you imagine what it's like in the summertime when they've got a Shakespeare play on or something like that, and you're sitting in the audience with this view, watching a play in the warm weather. First performance here was in 1932. This is a man-made theatre built essentially by one woman on her own. Rowena Cade built this place. And here we go in about 3 minutes. The Arc 50 will start and the runners will head up the steps. I'm not entirely sure which direction they're going to go, but we will see them out of the theatre on their way to 50 miles of really quite tough terrain. Second half of the Arc 100. Andy's just said 3 minutes. It's not warm. I mean, it's a stunning looking morning, but it is still quite nippy. Oh, excuse me. Sant says, what an amazing place to start a race. Marcus McDonald says, good luck everyone. The Jewson Barnstable Marathon and Half Marathon says, it looks better than last year, good luck everyone. Jacqueline Ainsley, what a stunning morning, she says, good luck to the ARC 50ers. Lisa Tame says, good luck Bude Rats. Ben Cox, Nigel King, I'm here crewing. Paul Mulder says, stunning morning. Welcome along to the Minack Theatre in Porthcurno for the start of the ARC 50. We can't go down there because there's no phone signal down there. Or a very poor one anyway. So 2 minutes to go. Liana Dado says good luck to all the runners. I guess for people who haven't done 50 miles before, there's a few nerves down there now. Even people who have done 50 miles are nervous. They are off. They are going up the steps. The 50-mile arc is on the way. There ain't no denial. Flares are lit, the blue flares lining the way as the ARC runners come up the steps and on their way out of the Minack Theatre and on their way in the 50 miler. If your runner is there, wish them luck. And you can see them going up there, the back of the theatre, and out onto the coast path. There are still people climbing up from the bottom. It's a big queue, lots of runners. So this will be the first climb of many. This is not a flat race. got a very big selfie stick there. That's pretty impressive. So there's the back markers coming up, and there they go. Right, so now that the runners have made their way, I can now attempt to move this camera, because it doesn't really matter if we lose the signal now. So if we disappear, I apologise, but that is the start of the Arc 50. The runners have gone, and what an impressive, beautiful scene to leave them with. And the music dies down, and we're left with the silence of Porthcurno Bay. And there we are, that is it. Hope you enjoyed that. We are going to make our way, I think, probably to Hale.